Good morning to one and all. This is Dr. P. Lavanya, working as Associate Professor in MBA Department in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today we look towards the question bank relating to the pricing strategies. So we analyze the different types of analytical questions relating to the pricing and its strategies. So first we'll see the question relates to the formulate the challenges faced by the company while launching a new product in the company. Means what are the challenges that a company faces in case of launching any new product. So we analyze this question by giving analysis regarding that how to launch a new product and what are the factors affecting the new product and what key factors to be identified by the company in launching a new product. So first we'll see it's a complex process, means launching of a product is maybe a complex process where any company, due to the various changes and the challenges it has to face at a different stages of product launching, means from the production stage to the how it reaches to the customer until it come into the market through promotional advertisement techniques. So each and everything has to be in a complex process and also very atypical process. So here some of the common challenges what every company will faces in order to launch any sort of new product. The first challenge relating to the launching of the product was market research and understanding the customer needs. So when you want to launch any sort of new product, 100% we has to go for understanding the needs and the taste and the preferences of the customers. So this we can understand only when we have an intense market research where the failure to identify this market of the customer's taste and preferences, it will result in going for inaccurate or inefficiency marketing strategies. Means once the customer taste and preferences of the need was not identified in a perfect manner, we cannot provide an efficient marketing strategy. So this is very much required, or every company has to have very good analysis regarding to the customer need and satisfaction. Next, competitor analysis. So intense competition in the market is made it a very challenge to differentiate the new product maybe from the existing ones. Means we as the competitor is always looking ahead in the market. So we has to identify that how the competitor's product is differentiated from my new product. So lack of the uniqueness in the proposition, that is USP, that is unique selling price, we can impact the products in the market in case of positioning. And the next factor we analyzed as a challenging for the new product is allocation of the resources. So as we know that the financially we have a limited resources and the constraints in the company ability where they invest in case of product development, marketing and also the distribution strategies accurately. So with the limited resources we can't go for an abroad strategies relating to the product and development. So the poor resources allocations may hinder the overall success of the product when any new product was launching. So abundant financial resources or maximum resources to be maintained, and these allocation of the resources cannot be made it as a constraint in order to development of a new product. And the next challenge relating to the product development and quality assurance. So delay in the product development or maybe due to the technological challenges maybe leads to the missed launch timeless. Means once we announced and the promotion techniques has been completed relating to the product development, and after when the time has been given also we are unable to present our product, maybe relating to its quality or maybe to the technical challenges, but it creates a misbuzz in the market where we cannot, the people won't trust, as they'll say that okay, launching will be done but it doesn't launch. So inefficiency in case of quality assurance or process may themselves result in the product defects and also performance in the issues. Means this type of timelessness or inefficiency or defects will maximum lead the product to the performancial issues, where it is a greater challenge for every organization in case of a new development. So the regulatory compliances has to be identified relating to the product development, as we require for the navigation of the complex regulatory requirements and also obtains the necessary approvals, as it is a time consuming and also costly process. Means we should 100% compromise, or we should form the regulatory framework where we has to get the permissions and all from the government, as it consisting of lot of time, and also the procedure itself will have a costly with the financial resources. And these non-compliances with regulation may lead to the legal issues and also delay in the product release. Means if these complementaries or requirements has been not satisfied relating to the new product development, it goes for the legal issues and maybe filing the case upon the new products. And the next challenge relating to this new product was supply chain issues. So disrupting the supply chain, such as the raw material issues or the shortage or the logistic challenges, which can impact the production schedules. Means we should not have any misleading or maybe logs in case of the supply chain. So raw material storage and other product related supply chain issues to be done in a continuous manner. So inadequate management of the inventory will also leads to overstock or the stockouts. Means we must and should have an accurate inventory management, where we cannot have more stock such that the stock will be outdated, or maybe it relates to the less stock such that we are unable to provide the goods accurately upon the time. So adequate or the perfect inventory management is quite essential in case of supply chain issues. And the next one is marketing and promotion. So ineffective marketing strategies, which may result in case of low awareness and also the poor penetration. Means when the marketing strategies are ineffective, so it will not create awareness among the consumers, and at the same way the product will not reach to the bottom of the market, where it leads to the failure to create the compliancing market message and also lack of the customer interest. Means it does not create a buzz among the customer relating to the product. So the promotions must and should have an effective marketing strategies. So along with that you have an distribution challenges, so where difficulty in securing the distribution challenges and also the partnership may limit the product availability. So inefficiency in case of this logistics and also the distribution process may hinder the timely delivery of the consumer to the product to the consumer. So we can say that the distribution network should be stiff and it must and should be on time. If the distribution network is weak and which is can hinders the timely deliveries, automatically the customers will have a distrust upon the distribution network. So the next one is the technological obsolescence, where we know that rapid technological advances which may lead to the obsolescence soon than expected. So in this continuous innovation, we 100% has the crucial to stay ahead in the technological driven market. Means always update our technologically innovative or technological advances when we are developing for a new product. And the global challenges is also another challenge which has to be faced by any new product. Why? Because international markets are always involved in dealing with the cultural differences, varying regulations and also diverse customer preferences. So when we ourselves represent at a global challenge, we have to identify or coordinate with the cultural and regulatory framework relating to the diverse customer preferences. So the above are the some of the important challenges or the addressing some challenges which may relates to the comprehensive and also the flexible approaches. So emphasizing through planning, marketing understanding and also effective execution through the product when the product itself has launched process. Means the above analysis what we have seen has to be identified, and the weaknesses or the remedies for the weakness to be identified, and we should go for launching of the new product by understanding the effective execution of the product launching process. And the next we can say like contrast between the two product pricing strategies and provide an example in order to illustrate the each. Means we want a new product pricing strategies between a two new product pricing with an example. So certainly we can say that there are various pricing strategies that companies can adopt for a few products. So the two common approaches where the companies will utilize, we can see like penetration pricing and also the skimming pricing. So now let us examine these two by providing within examples. As we know, penetration and skimming are the most famous pricing strategies which could be entered at a depth of the market. So first we'll see what is the penetration pricing, where itself involves in setting at a lower price at an initial stages when any sort of new product has been launched, such that with a low price strategy itself will reach the market share. So this idea of attracting large number of customers quickly establishes the product in the market. So we can identify within a live example as Sony itself will introduce a PlayStation gaming console. So it adopts a penetration strategy that initial price where these Sony Entertainment itself has provided for the Play Store was relatively very low in order to encourage for wider adoption of this Play Store. As a result, Sony was able to quickly capture a significant market share, establishing the PlayStation brand as a dominant player in the gaming industry. Means initially by giving at a lower price, it itself is able to identify or make enter into the each and every customer's mind, such that it was able to capture more amount of the people and established a brand image in case of gaming industry. And the next type of pricing strategy we can come like skimming pricing. So in case of skimming pricing, as we can say another hand, it involves in setting of a high initial price for a new product, typically related to the early adopters or consumer willing to pay at a premium class. Means skimming is premium class product where the people will like to purchase when the price is high. So when I want to provide any differentiated product in the market, these producers will adopt a skimming pricing, that is giving a higher price at when the new product was introduced. So this price gradually comes lowering over the time and becomes more widely adopted. Means first it sets with a higher price, then itself it will provide decreasing of the price and attract the more customers within the market. So with this, the wider publicity will approach to the product. So for example, we can say like Apple's iPhones often they use this skimming strategy. At the time of releasing these iPhones, Apple company will go within a high pricing strategy when new iPhone is launched, and at a premium level targeting the early adopters who like to play or who are able to pay a more premium amount by having an adaptation of the latest technology and features. As the time passes on, this model gets relaxed and new models were coming aside, then automatically the Apple company will decreases the price of these iPhones and it will make wider adaptation of the consumers. So in this way, the price holders who are like to purchase this model at earlier will attract to the decrease of the price and they purchase in a broader manner. So in this contrast, we can say that penetration focus upon the market share as the goal is to quickly penetrate or reach the market at a larger consumers. But skimming price first maximizes overall the profits, where its adaptation was to set up a high capitalization or willingness of the early adopter or the premium payers who can pay more. So here that maximizes the initial profits. So here we can say that penetration pricing may lead to the lower profit margins while it aims to achieve higher sales volume and a lower initial price, which results in case of lower price margins when we compared with the skimming price. So, in case of skimming price, we also have the limited initial market share but maximizes the profits for a unit sold. So, this strategy targets it by the night market initially. It's a Nike company where it's targeted initially with a limited immediate market share, but it allows the company to maximize its profits for each sale of every unit. So, in the conclusion, we can say that a choice is raised between this penetration and also the skimming prices on various factors where they includes that company's goals and targets in case of market share and also the competitive landscape. So each strategy having its own advantages and also trade-offs where the companies often choose one of the aligned with their overall business opportunities or to maximize their business objectives. And the next question we can say that examine the skimming price in detail with any company product. As we initially knows that skimming price, it is one of the strategy where the organization or the company itself sets high initial price of a product and gradually it goes for the lowering over the time. So this approach is often used for the innovation or the technologically advanced product where early adopters willing to pay a premium and first they want to see in a latest technology. So let us examine these skimming pricing related to the technological advances of an electronic company which is famously XYZ. So where it adopted a skimming pricing strategy for its phone models. So at an introduction phase of this skimming pricing strategy where itself has been setted within a high initial price and these phone sets has to be initially getting a high price significantly that companies smartphones upon the market. So due to the high price, as these iPhones are having very limited market availability and they initially released in a limited quantity such that it is a sense of exclusively the people who requires the urgency buyers only will purchase this iPhone. Next, targeted market. So, early adopter of these electronic gadgets of a tech enthusiastic, early adopter and those who are willing to premium for having a latest and most advanced smart technology. And the next one relating to this is promotion and marketing. So, emphasis has to be laid upon the innovation. When we want to give a more promotional technique, innovative highlights to be placed in between the consumers. So the company's markets its highlights like innovative features and also advanced technology incorporated into the XYZ phones, creating a perception among the consumers saying that they are the best or the superior quality of iPhones. Exclusively, this marketing message will emphasize has extensively being more fast than XYZ iPhones. So when we consider the profit maximization techniques, so it maximizes the revenue as initially these phones has given within a higher prices reveals the maximum revenue for the customer who willing to pay at a premium price. And it covers the developmental cost as initially high pricing has been set by these XYZ electronics where it covering some of the significant research and developmental cost associated with creating the innovative smartphones. So in this second transactional phase where we can see that gradual price reduction will be there. At first, getting the profit maximization or targeted profit will be reached by this electronic company, and after that it comes to the second phase where it over the time it becomes the product itself becomes in a saturated position. Why? Because they become as an outdated and new models will attack the market. So based upon this, gradually the prices of these iPhones will be reduces. So broadcasting the customer base, lowering the price and attracting the broader customers basis beyond this adaptation. So along with that we have the market saturation where it increases the competition by introducing a similar product by the competitor and it faces more competition in the market, and lower profit margins may decreases the price over remaining the competition. So this we can go for market stability price, as eventually price stabilization relieves where it reflects the product perceiving value in the market. And at the same way, competitive positions where XYZ Electronics has to maintain itself in a competitive stage in between the market share, the price and also the perceived value of the customers. So based upon this, we can say that important notes that the success of the skimming pricing strategy will depends upon various factors, maybe like uniqueness of the product and also the market demand, competitors and the company's ability to adopt the pricing strategies, which makes the continuous involvement of the market. So in this way, we can provide an example relating to the skimming pricing strategies, where in the market with a lively we can observe the changes relating to this skimming pricing. And the next one is construct an example to evaluate the penetration pricing in detail. So penetration, which we can say like oppositing to the skimming pricing, where it is initially the company will set a lower price for its product or services, where the main aim of the organization is to get the targeting customers. So where we'll examine with an example, taking a live example of a company to evaluate how these penetration pricing will practically possible in detail. So first we'll see the what is a scenario of XYZ Tech Gadgets company. So it is a newly established company and developing a revolutionary smartwatches in an advanced health monitoring features. So in order to know these health evaluations, the smartwatches nowadays plays an important role, as they themselves will shows relating to the exercises, relating to their body fat, BP, and also how many steps they have been done. So these technologically, these gadgets or smartwatches help for the many people in case of these making their lifestyle very easy. And the market is already saturated with various smartphones, well established brands. And XYZ Tech Gadgets aim to penetrate the competitive market with innovative production. So the product details was it is a smartwatch with advanced health monitoring, maybe like we can see like heartbeat, sleep tracking, stress levels and also walking track. So like these different features has been adopted by this tech gadget. So stylish designs and customizing the watch faces, and we compared both Android and ISO designs and estimating the cost per unit at $80 per unit. So here these are the important features of this tech gadget what has been evolved in case of launching the new product. Now we'll see go for market research. So when you go for this market research relating to this type of product, similar watches are established where their brand price was related to the 200 to 400. So the customer survey indicates that there is a demand for affordable yet features which are very rich in the smartwatches. Means demand is there, but many of the consumers are unable to go due to the high price consisting of 200 to 400. So this company was entered with having this penetration strategy where itself decided to give initially every product for 999 rupees. Significantly, it was lower than the competitor's price of 200 and 400. So with this, the company aimed to capture the substantial market share where we can have attracting the price and sensitivity consumers and also looking for the value of the money. Means it will attract the new consumers and who are maybe want to purchase at a lower price, and also these new type of features will attract the many new consumers to purchase that product. So implementation of these penetration prices, as this tech gadget launches an aggressive market campaign, promotional campaign was done in an aggressive manner where it relates or promotes by highlighting the smartwatches features and how it is helpful for the different types of health issues and benefited relating to the health issues has been provided by this campaign. So limited time promotional offers such as bundles deals with the other product or discount for early adopters in introducing this product to incentivize the quick adaptation. So evaluation. So these market penetration for these tech gadgets successfully gained a successful portion of the market share. Due to these attractive pricing strategies where lower pricing attracts the lower prices who want to purchase at a lesser price, attracted their budget, and consumer want doesn't have an hesitant to purchase a smartwatch as its a price point of the it is very less when we compare the higher price point of the competitors. So early adopters due to the promotional techniques often driven adopted the product and they created a good buzz in the market saying that a smartwatch which was providing lot of health benefits, checking of these health benefits before they go in for any sort of hospitalization. And the competitor reaction, establishing competitor may respond to the adjusted their price. So introducing these new features and launching their own promotional techniques in order to retain their market share. So we can done here the profitable analysis as initially the margins what we have set is low relate to the product. But tech gadget anticipated to increase its sales volume as production scales up and costs are also decreased. Means by producing larger scale in case of production analysis, the economies of the scales will operate and company want to achieve an economies of scales improving the overall profitability over the time. So this company also has been adopted the long-term strategy relating to the gadgets which they want to make their long-term pricing strategies relating to the significant market present and gradually increase the price as a product recognition and trust in the market. So in the conclusion, we can say that as the success of this penetration price relating to the tech gadgets depend upon the effectively capturing the market share with anticipating and initially lower profits, where we can offer by increasing long-term sustainability. At the same way, once we have been issued with a lower price strategy and always we are go on increasing, maybe as to get the economies of the scale and overall profitability, but it requires the regular monitoring and adaptation of the strategies based upon the marketing dynamics. So competitors are crucial for the success of this penetration pricing. So in this way, we can consider that penetration will help for launching of any new product when we have any careful attainment of the different challenges which are coming relating to the market environment and also relating to the external competitors. This penetration pricing will help for the success for the different products where we can introduce at an introduction stage. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.